Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of amateur Muay Thai at 80 kilo. Introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Muay Thai Boxing, presenting Sean Joda! Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Phraya Pichai, presenting Iman.
A slow, steady progression, and we are up to 80 kilos, 3 2-minute rounds. Sean Joda representing Louth Thai out of the blue corner, taking on Phraya Pichai's Iman. Oh, big shots right from the get-go.
This is almost the opposite to the last match. This is high energy. This is my old weight many, many moons ago. 78 to 80 kilos, big guys, heavy hitters.
And at this level, would these guys be cutting much weight, or would this be relatively close to the walk-around weight?
Do you know what? I think with day before weigh-ins, it always leans towards trying to get a perceived
There's
competitive
always
advantage.
the temptation, isn't there?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just some people maybe do a little bit more. You might see water cuts.
Yeah.
I think the closer you can keep your fighter at their fight weight, or as close you can keep it, you get an alignment of not just the physicality of the fight, but the psychology of the fight. Their body changes, and in camp, I think from my experience, well, even 70 kilos and above, there could be a 10-kilo difference in an 8-week training camp.
Yeah.
And I know some people do more.
After a very sort of frenetic start to the round, both fighters seem to have settled into their groove just a little bit more. You can see Casilli biting on the feints a little bit. You can see that lead hands a little bit.
I'd like to see Sean keep that right hand up when he throws that left jab.
Nice little touch hook there from Iman.
Both guys are very explosive. This could end with a boxing exchange. Low hands and high energy, and a lot of muscle flying about.
A couple of kicks that Sean has thrown, they've been more so. Oh, big shot! Was that a little bit of a stumble, or more so than a knockdown? Nice kick, but checked.
Again, we see the kicks coming in, and we see these type of kicks, what I would call a sharp shin, and it's a 45-degree angle kick. And so I'd like to see them target one area on the other's leg, and that's going to give far more benefits and return by damaging the leg as opposed to hitting it and hoping.
Like if you're damaging a specific part of the leg, that accrues points, but it also then impedes the movement, which then impedes the power and damage that your opponent's able to project.
Absolutely, and at the start of the round there, that was great. The guys started exchanging some body kicks, great teeth, great shot selection there by Sean.
Superman punch, you don't see that often in Muay Thai. Into the clinch right now, over under position. Both fighters trying to assert their dominance.
Again, can be quite difficult in the 80-kilo matches to get fluid movement within the clinch. If one of the fighters wants to clamp down and make it physical, it's going to get physical. They're not going to play around and do very nice transitions within the clinch.
Nice teep there from Sean. Working that jab nicely.
Yeah, great. I'd love to see Iman take advantage of Sean's low hand. Maybe a lead left hook, fake jab, left hook.
I would have liked to have seen Sean pop that jab and then maybe guilty of admiring a little bit and stayed static, which then invited the clinch from Casilli.
Iman getting confident here, pushing Sean back on the ropes. I'm liking to see this. Maybe gets a few more scores. We haven't seen any knees to the thighs, so we can knee to the mid-thigh, unless sometimes referees might have a rules meeting and state that you can't knee to the leg.
Wasn't far away with a head kick, landed just short of making a clean connection. Nice tip once again, and
great
Sean
timing.
Doing a good job of trying to keep the fight at the distance that favours him.
Yeah, timing's very good. Nice cross check as well. Sean's timing, even though both guys are looking a little bit tired, again, I'm looking at the decision making, and it's still looking quite sharp.
He's edging ever closer with that rear head kick.
Maybe he needs to fake, go low. And
bring
then
that
maybe bring it
attention
up
down
high.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, he needs to misdirect a little bit, go somewhere else, and then bring it back again.
Oh, nice straight end of the round.
A tough one to call.
Very
Kicking, clinching, boxing, a mixture of all three, maybe.
Both fighters seem to be taking very deep breaths in their corner, and it's going to come down to those little muscle memory responses that they have.
Great kick by Sean. Another great unanswered kick. Iman needs to really get these big scores back. Then body kicks, great check.
That's a couple of times he's utilised the cross check, which
Yeah.
back when I was dabbling in Muay Thai, that was something that you were almost it was almost frowned upon to a certain extent.
Really? It can be, and it can be maybe because it's starting off. It can be difficult to do it. You do it at the wrong time, you're open for a lot. Great teep again from Sean. If a man could just catch that leg maybe when Sean throws it, or even a K1-esque, catch it on the guard and come back with a hook cross.
Those hands from Iman are a little bit too low for my liking.
Yeah. Again, this is where you see, I think especially in amateur, you get two very fit, physical guys.
Yeah.
They're dangerous when you push them into a corner. They can come out. You can arguably see more creativity of amateur fighters because they're forced to try come up with solutions in the moment.
Doubling up on the kick is Sean.
Great to see in the last round. Nice check.
You almost get the feeling that Sean believes that he's winning the fight. So
Yeah.
being very, very smart with his ring IQ. He's not taking any unnecessary chances. He's landing his shots. He's getting away. He's almost inviting his opponent onto the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the point exactly where Iman needs to step forward and push the pace.
You get a feeling that there's a rear hand coming from Sean.
Yeah. I feel there's something building here.
His opponent needs to get out of that corner. There's the rear hand. These are big shots. This could be the beginning of the end. Iman doing the right thing by firing back.
I think Sean has definitely stamped his authority on this round.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores the bout in favor of Joda. Your second judge scores the bout in favor of Okasiri. Your third and final judge scores your bout in favor of the winner by a split decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Sean Joda! Please hold your applause for his opponent, Iman Okasiri.